Okay. So it looks like all they're having you do is add the background color, because you've already have that profession and summary stuff. But and then intro, so it looks like you don't have any script in your head. So go ahead and go up to your head tag. So like, oh yeah, to the top. So like click to the end of line 5 and hit enter. And then go ahead and create a script tag, opening and closing.
I remember how.
Oh, you just create a tag that says script. And then do a closing one.
Closing.
Yeah, like the one with the script, but with the / in the front. Oh, well, it's got to be in the front. The / has to be like before the S. There you go. And then go ahead and copy where it says the intro, background color, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so copy that and paste that inside the script tags that you just created.
Inside them?
Well, inside, in between the two tags, not like inside the opening tag, but like, yeah. Okay. Let's click to the period, and the period intro. Click to there and hit return, just so we can bring that down a line, because it just looks weird there. On line 6, like right before the period and then intro. Yeah, just click there and just hit return. Okay, and then click to line 9, right after the ending squiggly bracket. Click there and then hit enter. That's just for aesthetics, but yeah. Okay, so now hit run. We have an intro class. Why is it not? It's weird. It should have changed your background color. Hit run again. I don't know, maybe it's like being stupid. Huh.
Do you have to commit changes first?
No, you do that after. There are different tabs for each. Hold on, somebody's typing something. Each type of the code. Oh, is it?
Yeah, to the left, or I mean to the right.
Yes, there's a separate CSS one.
There's a CSS tab.
Okay, so let's go ahead and use that one instead. This still should have worked. I feel like it's not really reading it, but
Okay, what line?
so go ahead and click the CSS tab, like to the right, where it's got it says CSS to the right of like all that HTML, and then has another one for JavaScript. Go ahead and click the CSS one.
What line is it on?
Well, it's not on a line. It's like all the way to the right of your browser. To the right. Yes. Like go down and to the left a little bit.
There's 2 blue vertical columns. One
Yeah,
says CSS.
Oh,
yeah, right there. Click that and go ahead and paste that intro stuff in there. Yeah, I didn't see that either. So I just figured we could just do embedded, but it's not wanting to. Now click run. And there you go. Hit commit changes. And continue. And continue. And I know it's been a while, but what's the answer here?
It's red.
Okay. So, Brian A., you read that one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Jacob M., can you read the next one?
You just did that.
No, I think you need to click on.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so now what? We're at the quiz,
Um.
or did I?
Oh yeah, we're in the wrong spot. Close this, and then go to the quiz.
Should be module 1 quiz, I believe.
Yeah, the lesson 6. Yeah. click. Okay, and what is the answer?
From 3 types of styling, which one is the most useful in terms of website optimization?
Which is the one you should be
External.
using most? Yeah, good. Okay, hit continue. David S., what's the answer here?
What is the style when creating an internal CSS?
Yeah, like what do you have to create to do internal? So remember, internal's the one that's in your head, and in your head you have to put a style what?
Property?
No, style tag.
Oh,
That's kind of a tricky one. Okay, let's hit check and continue. And Samantha, what's the answer here?
Style definition rule consists of a selector property and
So remember that,
tag.
no, so remember, so your selector is like where you want to go. So like say your style, so if we did like body and then the squiggly brackets, body's your selector, right? And then, or if we did like all the paragraphs and we put P and then the squiggly brackets, P would be our selector. The property would be like color equals red. So what is red?
value?
Yeah. That makes
Yeah,
it
okay.
easier for you.
Value.
All right. Well, they screwed you because now you have to do the next one.
Sorry.
Teamwork.
All right.
Fill in the
you
blank.
spelled-
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to go grab my charger. I'll be right back.
Good job, Tim.
Okay. I'm back. Okay. So, this one's pretty straightforward. Fill in the blank to apply white text color to the paragraph. So, what-
Color.
yeah, good. And then the colon.
Okay.
And let's hit check. And continue. And good. Hit continue. Will, you're still getting caught up, right? Okay. Sandra, all you.
I'm still getting caught up too, but I read it.
No, it's fine. Roger, are you getting caught up too? Let me see who's getting all caught up. Roger, are you getting caught up? Or are you with us?
I can read.
Okay.
The font family property. The font family property specifies the font for an element. There are two types of font family names. Font family, a specific font family like Times New Roman or Arial. Generic family, a group of font families with a similar look like serif or monospace. Here is an example of different font styles.
Okay, and it's just showing you what the different fonts look like.
Separate each value with a comma to indicate that they are alternatives. If the name of the font family is more than one word, it must be in quotation marks, like the example with Times New Roman.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's go ahead and well, first hit continue and let's let him answer the question. So what do you think the answer to this is? So first thing, you want to style the paragraph. So what are you going to do? All the
It
paragraphs.
would be Arial.
No. You want to style all the paragraphs.
So the P.
Good. And then now you want to choose
The font family.
Yeah, good. And then what?
Arial.
Good. Okay, hit continue. Okay, so now let's go ahead and everybody go ahead and actually do this so that we're all following along. Let's go ahead and go to the Visual Studio. Okay, and let's go ahead and go down to line 6. Like click to the end of line 5 and hit enter. Well, you're gonna have to click to the end of line 5 or now line 7 and then hit enter so we can get out of the squiggly brackets. And let's do just like they did. Let's do P, so we're styling all the paragraphs. You just put just a P. So when you're in a CSS file for styling, all you have to do, so if it's like if you're referencing a class, you do period and the name. If you're referencing an ID, hashtag and the name. But if you're referencing like all the paragraphs, you just put just the P. You don't have to, you never put tags inside your CSS document. You just put the letter. And so like when we're styling the body, we don't put a body tag, we just take body and then the squiggly brackets. So now let's put the squiggly brackets and hit enter and type font family. And once you start to type font, it'll pop up for you. So then just go ahead and select font family, and that's why we use code editors. And then just type Arial, or you can select that Arial that's right there. Yeah, there you go. And it gave you backups. But Arial is going to be the first one, and every browser is going to have Arial. So I don't know why you would need backups. But anyway, go ahead and Control S to save that. Or Matt, Command S. Okay, and then let's go to main.py. Yeah, either one would work. And let's go ahead and add a paragraph. So like go to the next line, like just hit enter to go to the next line. And just add a paragraph. And just type, this is Arial. And then go ahead and do a closing paragraph tag. Okay, and then in your head, we need to link this to your CSS. So let's go ahead and click to the end of line 14 and hit enter. And create a link tag. And in that link tag, go ahead and so let's go into the link tag and then add a space and type REL for relationship equals, and then in double quotes, style sheet. Style sheet.
Is it one word or is there
Yeah.
space?
Yeah, it's all one word. And then closing parentheses, or not parentheses, closing paragraph quotes. Brains all over the place. And then space. And now href for hyperlink reference equals, and then in quotes. And then let's get in, yeah, slash static slash my css.css. And this is kind of off topic, but the reason we put the slash static at the beginning, like you could reference it by just not putting a slash and just putting static slash my css.css. But the problem is, if you don't put the slash, if you are, let's say you are in your static folder, right? And then you added static slash whatever, it'd be like, there's no static folder in the static folder. So by putting the slash first, it takes you to your root directory. So again, kind of off topic, but just letting you all know why. Make sure you put that slash static every time. Even if like you notice it works without it. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that. Command S, and then let's go to your browser to take a look at it.
Where'd it go?
Well, you clicked it, so it's probably open in your browser. Oh, there you go. And there you go. And you can see, you know, that one's the default and the other one's Arial. Honestly, I don't remember what the default is for the browser, but anyway, so was everybody able to follow along with that? And well, everybody who's caught up, I see you shaking your head, Will. But everybody who's caught up, were you able to follow along, or did you have any issues changing the font family? Okay, David S, your hand's up. What's up? Were you having?
Yeah, I missed part of it, I guess.
Okay, do you want to do screen share?
Sure.
Okay. Let's go to your visual. Oh, it stopped sharing. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that you don't, that line 14 one, you don't need that because it's not in your head. So like anything not in the either head or body, like just having it in the HTML tag doesn't do anything. So let's delete line 14. But you've got it linked to your style sheet. So let's go to your My CSS. Oh, well, you didn't close your comment, and so that's why it didn't read any of that. So you need to put on line 5, the star before the closing, backslash or forward slash. Yeah. Yeah, there, and then delete that, the at the end there, yeah. And oh, and then also you need your colon in between font family and Arial, and then a semicolon at the end. Well, semicolon there at the end. Well, no, it has to be so. Well, delete that colon, or delete both those colons. Yeah, there you go. But then that other colon needs to be between font family and Arial. So it's
I got you.
yeah. So that's what separates your separates that. So now go ahead and save that.
I don't mean to pile on more, but family needs an I.
Oh no, thank you. I didn't notice that, and it would have screwed up. So well, not there. FAMILY. Yeah, there you go. And then Control S to save that, and then go to your main.py and Control S to save your main.py. Okay. And then now go to your browser and hit refresh.
All right. I'm good.
Okay, sweet. All right. Can you, Bill? Can you do? Oh wait, Jacob has his hand up. What's up, Jacob? If it's not working, just do screen share.
Are you calling me?
Yeah, your hand's up.
Yes. Okay.
What's up?
Okay. So there we go. So I have everything here.
Can you do screen share? I can't see. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay. So I have everything here.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I need to go to, you said main pie.
And it looks like it's linked, and it looks like it's in. Everything looks good to me. Go ahead. Get your terminal and drag your terminal up a little so I can see what's going on there.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up really bad.
Oh, go ahead and get your terminal and drag it up. You can see more of the terminal. Okay. So it looks like you typed some stuff into your terminal and your Visual Studio is not running. So go ahead and delete that paragraph tag out of the terminal. Well, you just have to hit delete. Or
Brandon, can you mute everyone? Because I think it's somebody else's feedback that's messing up your mic.
oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. There, I think that fixed it.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. Delete. Keep hitting backspace to delete all that. And then run set Flask app main, but with the all capital Flask underscore app. Well, you got to add an underscore before the at. And then equals lowercase main. No underscore. Just main. And then enter. And then set, and then all capital Flask underscore ENV for environment. Sorry, all capital ENV. And N as Echo November Victor equals all lowercase development. And enter. And then Flask run. And all that's in your running local server in the local drive too. So you can just copy and paste that next time. Okay, now hover over your 127 and hold control and click that. And the default might be Arial. Let's change it to like Times New Roman. Go to your My CSS and just change that, get rid of all those and just change it to Times New Roman. And you're gonna have to put it in quotes because it's multiple words. Or yeah, just choose that Times New Roman one right there. Yeah, there you go. Okay, save that. And since we just changed your CSS file, you may need to clear your cookies, but we'll see. So open that in Chrome. Then I know how to clear your cookie or your cache from Chrome. Hit refresh. Yeah, we're gonna have to clear your cache. So in your upper right corner, click on your picture. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. Click the three dots and go to settings. And then go to, click the settings little box that's the three lines in the upper left corner. Oh no, in the upper left corner. You're in settings, you're good. The little box in the upper left corner of your browser. It's down, it's like three lines. Yeah, click that. And go to security and privacy, or privacy and security. And then click on clear browsing data. And uncheck everything except for cached items and files. And then hit clear data. Okay, and now go back to your that and hit refresh. Why does it look the same? Oh, your style sheet's misspelled. On line 18, you're missing an E and stuff. Well, STYLE, I think. Yeah. And then sheet, and then okay, so now hold Control S to say, oh, and you've got some weird, oh, and your href is like a minus sign, not an equals. So let's click on line 18 and change that to equals. Yeah. Okay, let me see if there's anything else, because I clearly wasn't looking very hard before. It should be good. Okay, so now go and hit refresh. And there you go. It's probably different. I don't know what, the fonts are so similar. It's hard to tell if one is different, but I'm assuming it is, since it changed your color to red and everything. So, all right. Let me do stop share for you. And Bill, do you want to do screen share again? And let's go back to Sololearn. Or yeah, just click the open one and hit continue. And I think we just read this one, didn't we? No, we haven't. Oh, okay. Then let's see. Franklin D, can you read this one?
The font family property. The font family property should hold several font names as a fallback system. When specifying a web font in a CSS style, add more than one font name in order to avoid unexpected behaviors. If the client computer, for some reason, doesn't have the one you choose, it will try the next one. It is good practice to specify a generic font family to let the browser pick a similar font and a generic family if no other fonts are available. If the browser does not support the font Arial, it tries the fonts Helvetica Nava, then Helvetica. If the browser does not have any of them, I will try the generic sans serif. Let's try the font contact. Remember, the quotation marks in the front of name consists of the more than one word.
Okay. So let's hit start coding. And let's see, what does it want you to do? Okay, it just wants you to add the font family. Okay, so just copy that example. And then open your CSS and just paste that at line 4. Click line 3, enter, and then paste it. And hit run. And hit commit changes. All right, and let's hit continue and continue. And what's the answer? Franklin, what's the answer?
I was muted, sorry.
No worries.
Why is the name of the one of the fonts put in the quotations? It consists of 2 or more words.
Good. Okay, and have a good one, Lewis. Oh, you were messaging me directly. But yeah, anyway, have a good one. See you Monday. All right, let's hit continue. And go to font size. And Patricia, are you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you read this one? Oh wait, are you still getting caught up?
Yeah, I'm caught up now.
Oh, okay, cool. Then can you read this one?
Sure. The font size property. The font size property sets the size of a font. One way to set the size of fonts on the web is to use keywords. For example, extra, extra small, small, medium, large, larger, etc. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to go on mine because I'm reading it from the shared screen. Okay, keywords are useful if you do not want the user to be able to increase the size of the font because it will adversely affect your site's appearance.
Okay, let's hit continue. And what is the order here?
I would do the P first with the squiggly bracket, then
Uh-huh.
font size,
Good.
then large, and then the squiggly bracket last.
Perfect. Okay, and let's go ahead and do that. So let's all follow along by going to your
Mhm.
Visual Studio. And let's go to your My CSS. And then in that, so click to the end of line 9 and hit enter. So now do font size. Just choose the font size one because it's got to be the dash size. Yeah. And then just choose extra, extra large.
Oh,
Okay. And hit Control or Command S to save, Control S for everybody else. And let's go to your browser.
size.
And just hit plus to add a new tab.
Right.
Or no, just hit the plus up there. Yeah, right there. And just type 127 and it should start to fill it there and hit enter. And there you go. That's extra, extra large. So that says that's extra, extra large, but that's not very large, is it? So if we really wanted to make it bigger, we would, well, I'm sure they're going to teach you this, but whatever, we're just going to do it now. Let's go back to your Visual Studio. And now delete that extra, extra large and change that to 40 PT. PT. You just have to type PT. Yeah, you're already there. Just type the PT for point. There you go. Okay, and then Command S to save that, and then now let's go back to your browser and hit refresh. And there you go. So, and if you don't see the change, it's because you need to empty your cache. But yeah, so that's how generally you don't use those keywords. Generally, you'll use like a point, just like in Microsoft Word, like you're choosing like 18 point or whatever, right? It's the same thing. So, or we're choosing 40 point or whatever for large text. So, okay, so now let's go back to, was everybody able to do that, or was anybody not able to follow along? Was something not working? If it's not working for you, go ahead and raise your hand in the reactions. Okay, let's go back to Sololearn and hit continue. Okay, and David S., can you read this one?
Font size property. You can also use numerical values in pixels or EMS to manipulate font size. Setting the font size and pixel value px is a good choice when you need pixel accuracy, and it gives you full control over the text size. The EM size unit is another way to set the font size. EM is a relative size unit. It allows all major browsers to resize the text. If you haven't set the font size anywhere on the page, then it is the browser default size, which is 16 pixels. To calculate the EM size, just use the following formula: EM equals pixels / 16. For example, HM squiggly. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Both of the examples will produce the same result in the browser because 20/16 equals 1.25 EM.
And that's divided by 20 divided by 16
Yeah.
is 1.25. Yeah.
Try different combinations of text size and page zooming in the variety of browsers to ensure the text remains readable.
So, and like, for example, 2 EM would be 32 PX. So they didn't mention point, but that's just another option. You can do PT, PX, EM, or just type, extra large or whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the start coding. All right, just copy that
If
stuff.
anyone else is not allowing them to go into the coding part, I could on the previous slides, but for some reason this one it is grayed out.
Well, if it's not letting you, just pass it. It's probably because, wait, did I upgrade you to pro?
You did, yeah.
Oh, well, then you should be able to do it.
I know, and then ironically, previously when no one else could, before the upgrade, I was able to. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's weird, but I mean, this is kind of pointless anyway, and we're just doing it because it's making us do it.
Sure.
'Cause, I mean, they just give you the answer. So, all right, let's go ahead and click on that, and then hit enter. And then paste that. Okay, and do commit changes or run and then commit changes. Okay, and commit changes and continue. Okay, and continue. And what's the answer here?
Set the font size of the paragraph to 15 px. Gonna type in 15 px.
Perfect. That was a real hard one there. All right, hit check. And okay, and continue. Will, are you caught up? No, okay. Sandra, we're back to you. But actually, hold on, I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's click on, lesson 9. And Sandra, what is, or can you read this?
Sure, the font style property. The font style property is typically used to specify italic text, HTML, blah, 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 the CSS, blah, 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 the result, as you can see. Run the code and see how it works.
Okay. Let's hit continue. And what's the answer here?
Italic.
Yeah, good. And remember, you can also do the I tag to put something in italics, but CSS is the better way to do it, really. Okay, and hit continue. And Well, I guess we'll go ahead and, nah, we don't need to add that. Y'all see how to, does anybody have any questions on how to add font style italic? It's just the same as everything else we've been doing, the font size and everything. Any questions? Anybody unclear on how to do that? Okay. All right. Let's hit let's see. Roger, can you read this one?
Font style property. The font style property has 3 values: normal, italic, and oblique. Oblique is very similar to italic, but less supported.
Okay.
The HTML I tag will produce exactly the same result as the italic font style.
Okay. And let's hit continue. And what's the answer?
What value is not used with the font style property? Oblique.
No. That is
slant.
the options. Yeah, there you go. Okay. And Franklin D, can you read the next one?
The font weight property. You can also find the font weight for the number of 100 thin to 900 thick. According to how thick you want the text to be, 400 is the same as the normal, and 700 is the same as the bold. The HTML strong tag also makes the text bold.
Okay. Let's hit continue. And what do you think the answer is?
1 to 900.
I don't know what you're reading.
Oh, wait. Where am I at?
I don't know.
Oh, which CSS property is used for bolding the text? Font weight.
Perfect. Okay. And Brian A, can you read this one?
You can also define the font weight with the number from 100 thin to 900 thick, according to how thick you want the text to be. 400 is the same as normal, and 700 is the same as bold. The HTML strong tag also makes the text bold.
Okay. Let's hit the start coding and just copy that stuff and paste it in your CSS. And run and commit. And good. Let's say continue. And what's the answer?
100 and 900.
Perfect. And continue. And continue. And Kevin B, can you read this one?
The font variant property. The CSS font variant property allows you to convert your font to all small caps. The values can be set as normal, small caps, and inherent. Not every font supports CSS font variant, so be sure to test before you publish.
Okay, and hit continue.
Make the text of the paragraph small capitals. It's small dash caps.
Perfect. And of course, another way to make everything caps is just type it with caps, but it wouldn't be small caps. But anyway, continue. And continue. And what happened here? It's weird that it just like logged you out. Oh, maybe Sololearn is updating your thing and it had to kick you out. I don't know. Okay. Let's see who's next. Mark H. Can you go ahead and read this one?
I was on mute. The color property. The CSS color property specifies the color of the text. One method specifying the color of the text is using a color name like red, green, blue, etc. Here an example changes the color of your font.
Okay, and let's hit continue. And what's the answers here?
So P dot would be text.
No,
Or
because
you go to
remember the dot is for a class, and it's saying the class is the text of the colored class. So what do you think?
the color.
Good.
Sorry.
No, colored.
Colored. Sorry.
Yeah. There we go.
Then be color in
Good.
green.
Good. And hit check. And continue. And Fabian, can you read this one? Fabian, are you there? Did he type anything? No. Oh, yeah, he typed "be right back." Okay. Peter, are you caught up? Same here, I'm behind. Okay, I'm gonna assume you're still not caught up. Ayani, can you read this one?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
The color property. Another way of defining colors is using hexadecimal values and RGB. Hexadecimal form is a pound sign followed by at most 6 hex values. RGB defines the individual values for red, green, and blue. In the example below, we use hexadecimal value to set the heading color to blue and the RGB form to make the paragraph red.
Okay. Let's just hit start coding. And go ahead and paste all that jazz. Actually, it's probably gonna want, don't we already have intro? No. Okay, cool. Okay, run. And commit. And continue. And continue. And what's the answer here?
Hexadecimal.
Good. And what?
And color names.
Good. Okay, let's hit continue. Okay, so we kind of went over this before, but let's go ahead and go over it again because I think we went over it before we were in CSS. So let's go ahead and pull up our Visual Studio. And go ahead and so click to the end of line 10, hit enter. And type color. And let's make it, and then put the colon and then blue. and then the semicolon to finish it. Okay, so now let's click, since we're in Visual Studio, let's go ahead and click on that little blue square that's right next to blue. Yeah, click that. And so again, if you want to choose like a hex color, you can, this is probably your best way to do it. Go ahead and just like drag, pick some sort of blue. Yeah, there you go. So there, it's doing it in RGB for you. And just go ahead and click out of there. And let's go ahead and hit Command S to save that. And then go to your browser. And refresh. So that's like a really dark blue, pretty much black. But as y'all see, that's, you can drag to the color you want, and it'll do it for you. That's how I like to do it. I mean, there, of course, you can go to like websites and stuff that like give you like font hex color. Like let's do that. Let's go to click on. Let's go to a new browser. Okay, sounds good. Have a good one. Or well, when you gotta go, have a good one, Samantha. And just Google hex color picker. And then just all different words, hex color picker. Delete that T. No, that works. Yeah, click that. And yeah, so then you can see like, you know, Google doing a little thing for you right there to help you pick some colors, or you can just pick any of these websites, and you know, they'll give you, you know, different hex colors and RGB and stuff. But again, the easiest way in my opinion is, that's why we use Visual Studio. We use a code editor to make it simple, where we can just like click it and it'll line it up to the color we want. But was everybody able to follow along with that? Was anybody not able to, you know, choose the RGB color? If you're having trouble, just go ahead and raise your hand. Oh, okay, David, do you want to do screen share?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my local server thingy. I don't know if I need to restart it or what.
Let's see. Well, it didn't close. Okay, so all the stuff you did there, it's not in that closing squiggly tag. So on the end of line 8, go ahead and click to the end of that and delete that. Delete the closing squiggly tag, squiggly bracket, I mean. And then go ahead and just add that squiggly bracket on line 13.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, delete that one and then go down to like line 13. Oh, but you gotta delete. Oh, no. You can leave that. You can leave that color thing. That's fine. But you just gotta delete the squiggly bracket you added to the end of line 9. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so everything that you're wanting to do for paragraphs has to be in that squiggly brackets. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So now hit Control S to save it. Oh, no, yeah, you're good on your other one because it was just that. Okay, and then go to your browser and hit refresh, and I know you gotta like change, so just tell me if it's working.
Okay, it worked.
Okay.
All right, I didn't realize everything needed to be inside the squiggly
Well,
tag.
you're learning, and so that's why we're doing this. That's why we're following along to make sure, you know, if y'all don't understand something, I can help you figure it out. So, all right. And I know normally we stop, but we've been like following along. So like most of the stuff we've done, y'all have been following along. So we're just gonna keep going. All right. Bill, can you go ahead? Oh wait, Ayani's got his hand up. Ayani, what's up?
Yes, Brandon. For my when you were showing me how to put in my resume,
yeah,
on the main.py.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering, am I going in the right direction with my about page that I have up? Because it seems like the server is not reading the my test 2 page, my about page.
Okay. So we're gonna go a little bit longer on the Sololearn stuff. And then we'll stop so people can play around for some of the time. But I'll help you out with that once we get to that point. Sound good?
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Remind me, 'cause I have a horrible memory. I might forget, but
Yeah.
don't let me
Yes,
forget.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Bill, can you do screen share again? Okay, let's go back to Sololearn. And okay, let's click to the aligning lesson 13. And back to the top. So Mike, can you go ahead and read this one?
Yeah. The text align property. The text align property specifies the horizontal alignment of text in an element. By default, text on your website is aligned to the left. However, at times you may require a different alignment. Text align property values are as follows: left, right, center, and justify. When text align is set to justify, each line is stretched so that every line has equal width and the left and right margins are straight, as in magazines and newspapers.
So it's just like Microsoft Word. How like when you do justify it, if you fill up the whole thing, it like stretches it to like fit right or whatever, and left, right, and center. I'm sure y'all have all used that before. Let's click that. Copy that stuff, paste it in your. No, that's got to be in your HTML. So just go down. Let's see. Do we already have education? Let's see. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Keep going. I don't see it. If somebody sees it,
I don't even see it.
yeah, I don't see the education thing. So I think we need to add that. So let's go ahead and add that on line 121.
Where is 74? Experience / education, line
Oh, it's
74.
on 74.
Oh, okay.
Good catch, Cody. Okay. Does it have date and everything? Yeah, it's got date. Okay, it's got everything. So let's just go ahead and copy the CSS and paste that into our CSS. And run and commit. All right. And so this is kind of what you should be doing on your resume site, like what it's showing you here. And that's one of the other reasons I'm not having to spend too much time on it that way, so that y'all can actually take the time to do it on your actual resume site. So on your index.html. so that you can actually upload, because once you're done with this in Sololearn, you can't upload that to the internet to have it be an actual website, but the one you're working on, you can. So, all right, let's go ahead and hit continue. And what's the answer here?
Not sure if I'm on the right one. Hold on one second.
So what is not an option for text?
Even is not an option.
Good. Let's hit continue and continue. And let's go to lesson 14. And so again, well, just to touch on what we were doing with the left, right, and center before. So remember in HTML how they had that align equals center, right? Align equals quotes center. Well, that align equals quote center is depreciated. So it's not recognized by a lot of browsers anymore because it's not part of HTML5. And most browsers nowadays just want to read HTML5. So it'll just ignore that align center a lot of times. Sometimes it won't, but some of them will. Actually, I don't know if align is depreciated, or I don't know. Most of the stuff that's not CSS is depreciated, so probably depreciated.
Is depreciated like a tech term for like legacy or
yes,
just
yes.
okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Depreciated just means like it's not used anymore. So like they're going on to newer, bigger, better things and not using that. So okay. Patricia A, are you all caught up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you read this one?
Okay, the vertical line property. The vertical line property sets an element's vertical alignment. Commonly used values are top, middle, and bottom. The example below shows how to vertically align the text between the table.
Okay. And
run the code and see how it works.
All right, let's hit continue.
Alrighty.
So class test, so is what you're trying to style. So what do you think you'd put here?
TD dot bottom.
No.
I'm going based on the previous page. Oh,
well,
okay.
yeah, but it's not gonna be exactly. It's based off what it says there. It says fill in the blanks to set the vertical alignment of all elements having class test to the bottom. So the first part is okay. So we're doing our, selector or whatever.
Okay.
And so you want to style class test. So what do you do for classes to say that it's going to be a class that you're styling?
Class equals?
No.
And then
for classes, you just put a period and then the name of the class. So it's just going to be
period
test. Yeah.
Okay, period test, then vertical align bottom.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, and hit check. And continue. Okay. Jacob M, can you read this one?
Vertical align property. The vertical align property also takes the following values: baseline, sub, super, percent, and px, or PTCM. The example below shows the difference between them.
Okay.
Instead of px values, you can use pt points cm, centimeters, and percentage values.
All right, so let's go ahead and click the try it yourself. So scroll up a little bit and just click the try it yourself as opposed to us having to retype all this out. And then go ahead and click run, and it's just going to look the same as the other one. But let's just go ahead and play around with this a little bit. So go ahead and take that last one on line 11 and change that to -20. No, you don't need to purchase the pro version. Just send me your what's it called, your signed thing, or were you one of the ones that was having trouble because you created it with like a Facebook or Google Play account and don't have a login, Fabian?
Yes, it was me, but I was able to create a
Oh,
temporary
cool.
password.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and then if you've sent me the signed document and everything, then I will.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got it.
when you send me
I
that,
got
that'll
you.
upgrade you to pro.
Yep, I got it. I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Okay, and then hit run. Oh, did you already hit run? Well, anyway.
Yeah, I already hit run.
Oh, okay. So that's why it's like adjusted further. As you can see, you can do it with pixels too. So it's kind of weird to I have never had an instance where I wanted to make my text not even. So this isn't really something you're going to be using a lot, but I don't know if you want to make your text look weird or something, this is an option. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that, click the X, discard. Oh, well, that works. Okay, continue. And what's the answer?
True.
Good. All right, hit check and continue. And Will, you're caught up, right?
No, I just went backwards. Where you got the vertical line, you said there was class and there's a test. It was a vertical line bottom, and I forgot what the first one was.
First one was dot test, period test.
Oh, you're behind on the test. Yeah. It's dot test. For
Okay, dot test. Okay.
I didn't really understand what you were asking, but I'm glad you caught that, Bill. So thanks for the assist. All right. So Sandra, can you read this one?
Sure. The vertical align property. Vertical align property does not act the same way for the elements. For example, some additional CSS styling is needed for div elements. The HTML, the CSS, result, blah, blah, blah. Display inline table and display table cell styling rules are applied to make the vertical align property work with divs.
Okay, so let's go click the try it yourself. So this is actually useful. Click run. So like if you're working with a div and okay, so let me give you an example of when you'd be working with a div like this. So let's say you're styling your what's it called? You're styling your website and like you just want to create like a block section of something, right? Like a block of text, and like you have it be like in a inside. Hold on, let me show you an example on site because it'd be easier to just show y'all an example rather than trying to describe it. Not a very good example. And it's different. Okay, this will work. All right, I'm gonna do a screen share real quick. Okay, so like on this one, if you're wanting to style, see where my mouse is like circling, like you're wanting to style this right here for just to build your website or whatever. You just want it to, you know, look like this, like you're styling little sections in divs, like this, and then like this right here, you know, is in a div, and so all these in divs or whatever. So that's what it's talking about like when you would do that, and then like the display, you know, to have it centered or whatever like that, and then you just would do it like that. So does that make sense, or does anybody have any questions on that? No. Okay. All right. Bill, I'll let you share again. Okay. And then let's go ahead and you know what? Let's go ahead and actually add this to our what's it called? Let's add this to our CSS so y'all can see how to work with div. I think they talk about divs later. Actually, yeah, let's just save off on that until they get into more styling stuff. Because they haven't really taught you enough with to really get involved deep into this. So let's just hit X to close this. And hit continue. And
the vertical align property, does the vertical align property act the same way for all elements? The answer is no, negative, 0, no.
Good. All right, let's continue. And I think that's a good spot to end for today. So I'm gonna stop the video.